What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're covering a back to basics type of deal. We did this a while back with the heater core. Today we're doing another one, and I don't know if you can guess what it's going to be, but if you have a Fox body that was made pre-89 or California 88, this will be very helpful. So let's go. Alright, boys, so if you've been following the channel any length of time, you know we've got the white 88 GT in here, and done a heads cam intake conversion. Give it a little more power, a little more oomph, but this car is speed density, and you need that. Here's the deal, guys. The speed density system that was used by Ford up until the California 88 models and then 89 for all the other states, the speed density setup worked off of pre-programmed tables inside of the PCM, and if you got outside of those airflow parameters, the car would run terrible. And, you know, vacuum, voltage, all those other things, all that stuff was pre-programmed, and installing a big cam, heads, stuff like that, just took it way outside of those parameters. Then it would barely run, hunt, surge, all this other stuff when running off of the stock PCM. So later on, Ford went to a mass airflow setup, which had a mass airflow meter that sits right here, and the computer would take inputs from that to decide how much air and you know, fuel and all of that the engine was going to consume. So today, for you guys that were not blessed from the factory with mass air, we're going to convert this 88 to mass air, and you can follow along. So let's roll. This little kit customer picked up, I believe it was Summit. Anyway, got this little harness here. This is all you need right here, is this little harness, and we're going to run it through there. And then what the kit does not come with is you got to have a PCM, and of course this is an A9L, and I'm not sure where he picked this up either, but you got to have a mass air PCM, and of course one for a 5-speed, and then got the mass airflow housing there. So now we're going to do a little wiring up. This is not a bad job. It's really not bad. Just take your time, and we're going to just kind of walk you through everything, take you some notes, go slow, but and get the mass airflow sensors mounted up there. Should be good to go. So let's do this. All right, boys, step number one, just going to kind of tape these wires together, because again, we've got to go through the firewall grommet, and I'll show you right here. That's where you're going through, right here. This is on the passenger side, right here behind the strut tower. All you're going to do is just make a little incision in there and stick the harness through there. You're going to get it down there in the kick panel by where the PCM is. As far as getting those wires through, guys, we're just going to use like an old dipstick out of one of the motors sitting here, but you can use a clothes hanger, you can use fish tape, whatever, or you can use nothing at all and just try to get your fingers up in there. It's nice to have something a little more rigid, because it's kind of tied up in there on the other side of the firewall. So we're just going to tape it up and shove it through. On the dipstick here, trying to get in here tight, show you what we're doing. We're going to put a little silicone on her too, make her slide real nice.
Easier to bit.
Yes, sir. And then we're just going to push it through the hole. So you guys can see that. There you go, you got it. All right, boys, moving inside. We need to get this this old PCM out. So you need to disconnect the 10mm bolt that holds the wiring harness into the bottom there. Once you get that unplugged, just fish it through. Some of them will still have the little plastic retainer up there to hold the PCM up. Some won't. Just kind of fish it out. once you get your harness in there. PCM out. All right, guys. Next up, take the black plastic retainer off the back side. Just held onto those little clips. Next up, a little bit dusty, huh? Yeah, a little bit dusty. Next up, we gotta get that little orange thing out of the front side.
Trying to see where my numbers are on the...
Oh yeah. Pay attention to your numbers, boys, because you're gonna need those the pinout numbers, or if you got a Chilton manual, that helps too. There she comes. Little hook, pick, knife, whatever, go. Pull it right out. All right, now we get to do some wire hunting and clipping and splicing. So let's do it. All right, guys. So first off, pulled out number 11.
It's going to go in 32.
We're going in pin 32, guys. All you got to do is Google a PCM pin out for your car, and they're right there. Basically, the bottom row is 1 through 20. Middle row is 21 through 40, and then very top row is 41 through 60. That's how your pins run.
32.
So right now you're just kind of moving your pins per the instructions. That comes with instructions too, so it's a little bit tricky. You just got to make sure you pull the right wire and put it back in the right place. You can see it's a little bit tight.
You what's wrong?
Kind of a pain in the butt. It's gonna be dirty because it's been riding around in there forever. Just make sure you got your pins right, otherwise you're going to have all kinds of crazy problems. Next, wire number 51. It's red, supposedly red, with a white tracer. Needs to go
with a red tracer.
White with a red tracer. There it is, right there. That's going to go to pin number 38. And you just stick your little pick in there and release that clip on the pin.
I make a tool for this.
Yeah.
That one at work.
Yeah, we're not that fancy. Usually a pick will do it, right?
Yeah. Got one of them so far, huh?
It's just got a little tab that pops up and holds it in place. Alright, so there it is, boys. White with the red tracer. That's from pin 51. We're moving that to spot number 38, which is going to be next to second to last on the middle row. Again, guys, just do a Google search real quick. Get an 88 or 87 or whatever year you have. PCM pin out. It pulls right up. There's a million of them. And you just pop it back in until it clicks. And that's it. Alright, boys, next on the docket, the blue wire from the Massair harness that came with the kit. That's going to spot number 50, and spot number 50 is not used. So all you got to do is just slide that one in, click it, and lock it. There it is. Again, guys, that's the blue wire that goes into spot 50, which is not used, so no wire has to come out of there. Alright, boys, next up, brown is number 9. And again, pin number 9 not used.
Locked in. Now we're gonna splice these two in.
So those are all plugged in. Now you've just got just the black and the red wire. Alright, boys, so up next on the Massair harness, you're gonna take your red wire. You got 2 wires left, red and black. You're looking for pin number 57 or 37. Both of them are red. We're just gonna cut number 57, and we're gonna splice in the red wire from the Massair harness and make that connection.
A lot of extra room here with this stuff.
Yeah, right. Plenty. Yeah, leave yourself some room for sure. or you can de-pin it, whatever you want to do, and make the connection and pin it back in. So use a good quality butt connector. And definitely not something you want coming loose, so make a good solid connection. Alright guys, so you're going to tie those back in together on one side. You're going to have both wires going in on one end, both the reds, the old one and the new one.
I might have to get my other crimpers.
There it is, boys. That's how your connection looks. You got your two red, your new red and your original red going in one end, and then you're just connecting that red. Again, y'all, this is pin 57. It's a plain red wire. Just make that connection right there good and tight, and that one's done. You got one left, which is the black wire. Alright guys, next pin is number 40, which is going to be on the very end. That's a black wire. You're going to do exactly what we just did with the red wire. And cut, splice ends, and your last connection off the mass air harness from the kit. Place those in just like you did the other one, 2 on one, 1 on the other.
Alright.
Just tie those two together. Guys, real quick, important part of doing your mass air conversion on your map sensor here, just take that vacuum line off and just take it, cut it somewhere or whatever, but just leave that open to atmosphere and you're good to go. Plug in your A9L, center down 10mm socket.
Hope you got them in the right spot, huh?
Yeah, definitely. You'll know it immediately because it'll be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but PCM is plugged up. Alright, so our part is done, boys. Basically all you gotta do, come out here, we're gonna put the wire loom in there. Probably just run it right here along where it ran from the factory right across this strut tower, or you could run it in there for a cleaner look. And you're just about done being mass aired. Got the wire loom on. We are gonna hide these wires here, just a quick wire tuck, but get your loom on, tape the ends up. And as you can see, she's ready to plug up and do mass air things. So nothing to it, right?
Great.
We got front engine dress on, for the most part. Heater hoses, air conditioning compressor, I mean, our steering pump. Almost, we might as well go ahead and start it real quick.
Yeah.
No, probably not just yet, but got a few more things to do. Get the alternator on, hide some wiring, plug up fuel lines.
Hole here.
Yes, we got that hole there. We got to get the intake, which is right over there. Get that on there. But before we went any farther, we definitely had to go ahead and make sure we get the mass air conversion done. So, all right, boys. So there you go. Car is officially mass air. Going to be buttoning up some stuff. We'll have a first fire video on this bad boy very soon, and get him out rolling. Be enjoying that new power for sure. But if you are, speed density, and you're wanting to upgrade your cam, you're wanting to add quite a bit of extra airflow, definitely need to do the mass air conversion. You can buy them basically anywhere. They're not hard to do. We just showed you what was up. It's not hard to do. We basically have about an hour in this job, and if you're a novice, add another hour. So not a hard job at all. Not super technical. And now you can add your big cam and do whatever you want to do. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, and you love Fox bodies just like me, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And we'll be starting this up soon, and we'll be starting up that soon. We will not be starting that up soon. As you can see, it's got a long way to go. But definitely keep it tuned right here. Lots more projects, lots of epic, all kinds of stuff. Epic stuff. Yes.